Las Vegas is the fight capital of the world, so where better to train to become a world champion boxer? The dream of boxing stardom several athletes share, including children who at just 8 years old can compete in the brutal sport. But is this harmful to a child's developing brain? Right now there is no conclusive evidence that head injuries lead to neurological disorders like dementia or Parkinson's, but the possibility has doctors studying other youth contact sports like football and hockey. While some parents of children boxers say yes, there is risk, the positive aspects, that chance at a championship, they say outweigh it. In a North Las Vegas warehouse, tiny fists fly, and dreams of a different life soar.
Majority of our youth are here are at risk.
If you could beat anybody in the world, who would it be?
Mayweather, Marquez, or Pacquiao. To win trophies and titles.
And while it's unlikely these little warriors will win world titles, the training here is free.
Bam, 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 get out, get out.
And extends outside the ring.
Discipline, life skills. We're trying to make them better citizens in the community rather than world champions.
I like boxing. It's good. And it's good for your body.
Good for Alexander Flores' body, but is it hurting his brain? At 7 years old, Alexander spars, meaning that unlike today, he'll get in the ring and practice against a partner.
I did my jab really hard, and then he went in the holes in the nose, and then he started bleeding.
Bloody nose is what we can see, but what's going on underneath is what we can't.
Dr. Margaret Goodman makes a living finding out what's going on in the brain. She's a neurologist and spent more than a decade as a ringside physician for the Nevada Athletic Commission.
Age 8 or even age 7, that is way too young for a young person to be getting hit in the head. I don't care what they've got on their head as far as headgear. The times when I've seen children for headache disorders and concussive disorders, often they're not recognized until they're really having significant symptoms. Probably at least the age of 14 would be where fighters should start considering taking headshots.
We do know in children, though, that the brain is still developing, and there may be a susceptible period where head trauma has more of an effect, maybe under the age of 13 or 14. Dr.
Charles Burnick is Associate Medical Director at the Cleveland Clinic Lou Ruvo Center for Brain Health in Las Vegas.
And whether there's long-term effects or not, there's also a concern of short-term effects. If you have a concussion, how it affects your schoolwork, how it affects your ability to just carry on your day-to-day kid activities.
And for Alexander's brother, Mariano Jr.,
I always wanted to be a boxer since I was little.
Boxing is part of the 13-year-old's day-to-day. On a Monday after school, he's sparring in preparation for his 11th amateur fight.
That's my dream, to be a world champion.
And boxing promoter Bob Arum knows what that takes, but even he warns about starting too soon.
The idea that I would see a 12-year-old kid knocking out other kids and suddenly say, keep an eye on the kid, that doesn't work that way. I don't think kids should start competing early. I think that there is a great risk of brain damage. It's something that really I wouldn't let my grandkids do, because it just doesn't make any sense. The risks are far outweigh the rewards.
I don't really think about the risk.
If you're well prepared and you're conditioned and you don't get hit a lot, and you don't worry about it. If you're not ready, don't fight at all.
And in just 1 year, Alexander could compete.
Do you think that when you turn 8 that you'll start doing fights like your brother?
Yeah.
Are you excited about that?
Mm-hmm.
Boxing, a Flores family tradition, says Mariano Sr.
If they want to continue it, then that's on them.
He hopes it'll survive.
I ain't come no superstar or nothing, but if my son made it, then it'd be fantastic. It would change everybody's life.
The dream overshadows the dangers. As in football and hockey, children boxers wear protective equipment like padded gloves and headgear. When asked which youth contact sport poses the most risk for head injuries, Dr. Burnick and Dr. Goodman said there is no indication anyone is worse than the other. Randy, back to you.